race was on.
Final underway on the open stand-up. It's a strong start. He's into the veil. Oh, and it's contact.
Also, and Clark good tumbling down. Huge crash.
Closed in. He's closed in.
Oh no! An explosion.
It's got the finish line. He comes through. Clark is the world champion. I can hear the cheers. A very good afternoon to you. Welcome along to Erzincan, Turkey, round 2 of the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship, and finals are about to get underway. It's another beautiful day here. A little bit of wind, which could cause some moments out on the track. We came coming off the back of a big weekend in Acompanhe, Austria for round number 1, and in less than 2 weeks' time we head to the Isle of Man for round 3 between the 4th and 6th of July. This summer, speed meets nerves of steel. Superb start, strong push. The World Downhill Skateboarding Championship comes to the Isle of Man. Got the speed. Oh, there's contact!
Huge crash.
They're side by side.
Diego pushes hard, but they collide.
Just raw gravity, slick pavement, and wheels screaming at 70 miles per hour. Oh no! With blind corners.
Oh my god.
Brutal descents. No, with this contact! Grabs it on the line! This isn't a race, it's survival. The World Downhill Skateboarding Championship, Isle of Man, 4th to the 6th of July. So round 3 coming up in less than 2 weeks. Round 4 in Utah, end of September. And we finish this season in beautiful El Salvador, the Tamanique Grand Prix by Surf City between the 4th and the 7th of December. We cannot wait to head to that part of the world for the first time on WDSC. So finishing the season in El Salvador, but we've got a long way to go until we get there, and we've got to get this race in the books as well. My name's Ian Finlay. You can follow me on Instagram at Ian Finlay TV if you want to chat about anything. And the inliners, for the first time on World Downhill Skateboarding Championship, are lining up for their semi-final, including one of our cameramen, Renato, the world champion. And looking forward to see him in action. We've got Tiziano Ferrari in red, Jonas Pervolu in green, Renato's in blue, and Armando Hernandez from Mexico in the yellow sleeves. So they're just getting lined up to start. Qualification all taking place yesterday. Tiziano Ferrari, the top qualifier in the inline category. The Italian took silver in the chrono at the World Championships in 2021, bronze medal as well in the mass race, and bronze medal from Argentina. A lot of experience, a lot of success for Tiziano Ferrari. He is in the red. Jonas from Greece wearing the green, as I was saying. Based out of France, 4th at the most recent World Championships, and from Mexico, Armando Hernandez, 11th at the World Skate Games last season, lining up in the blue. So red leg sleeves denotes that that person, that individual, is the fastest qualifier in this heat, so watch out for Tiziano Ferrari. And for the very first time on the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship, we are about to watch some inline. Great to have them here. So the racing, it gets underway. Top 2 into the final, 3rd and 4th into the Consi final as we approach turn 1. Totally different style, of course, on the inline skates. They can power away off of the line and then settle into that aerodynamic tuck position. It's Tiziano Ferrari with the fastest start. Renato just squeezing into third place there. He's going to bide his time on this course. Of course, Renato knows this hill very well because he's been doing so much filming for us. Oh, and there's contact. 3 riders down. Renato Panuti down. And Hernandez from Mexico gets back up. Tiziano Ferrari is off and away. Well, I'd love to see that again on the replay, but not how they'd have imagined the start of this first semi-final to go. And we've got 2 riders left standing at the front of the race. We've got Tiziano Ferrari up ahead, and you may hear some groans because the crowd just seeing that as well. Here is the man from Greece, just trying to get a position for him at the moment, coming through turn 7. Turn 6 is, of course, the key turn. A little look over the shoulder for Ioannis. Ioannis from Greece. Now, where is Ferrari? That is the key. We'll work it all out. Renato's up and standing again, but he is in 4th place, working our way down the hill here. Very different on these inline skates. We're used to seeing this hill on the stand-ups, on the skateboards, and the street luge as well. But the speed on this ferocious track, it's not for the faint-hearted. And these riders doing their best. Just losing picture at the bottom. But there is Tiziano Ferrari. We'll wrap it all up for you once we get confirmation. Maybe he's not up ahead, actually. We'll just try and work it all out. It could be Ioannis Pirovolu from Greece and Armando Hernandez that are the 2 riders that are going okay. But we will check it all out once we get to the bottom. The man from Greece here sprinting on the final section of the course into that tuck position. Very similar tuck position to an alpine ski racer in downhill or Super G. And the finish line here, just around this sweeping corner, getting that pressure onto the left foot there, drive that skate round, and the man from Greece comes through and takes it. So he goes into the big final. As soon as we get confirmation, we'll wrap it up for you. Now, coming in to turn number 4 here, there's just that contact between Renato and Hernandez, and that actually takes out Tiziano Ferrari as well. I did think at one point he was on his own at the front of the race, but it did not prove to be the case. So once everything updates, we'll give you the final positions. But drama in the very first heat here. That is what we have come to know and expect on WDSC here in Erzincan, Turkey. We were privileged to have the governor visit us yesterday. Wonderful to have his support and the local government support here. We're visiting Erzincan for the 3rd time. We first came here in 2023, where we had a double header. Zuganakis winning the stand-up in race 1, Poncelet winning the stand-up in race 2, Abdel Madzan winning both races in the street luge. Then last season, it was Bouclier with the win, and Colby Parks winning the street luge. Colby, of course, going on to take the WDSC title for 2024. But he had some problems in qualifying yesterday, so we will we'll talk you through that once we get on to the street luge a little bit later on. Just on a slight hold as ambulance has headed down the hill. Little bit of concern here for the riders in the inline. Pretty nasty crash on at turn 4. So the ambulance is on its way down. So as it stands right now, Ioannis Pirovolu from Greece taking first place. Armando Hernandez from Mexico second. So they will go into the big final. So they are the scene at the start of the course here. We've waited a bit of time to get underway today. Riders have had a lot of practice time, a lot of free riding on the course. You need it on a hill like this. It is long, it is fast. It has some serious bite. Well, whilst we're on a little break here after that first heat, let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with you in a few moments.
It's the little things that get me high. Won't you come with me and spend the night?
Welcome back, folks. Getting ready for the first of the luge semi-finals. In this one, Abdel Madzan, 7-time world champion. Andy Spate from Great Britain, he is in the green. Colby Parks from Canada in blue, last year's WDSC champion. And Ian Martland from Great Britain in the yellow nearest to the left-hand side of your screen. Now, Colby's already had a race earlier, had some problems in qualification yesterday, had to go into a preheat to get through to the semi-finals. But here we go. Top two into the final, third and fourth into the Consi final. And Abdel Madzan gets away with a great push on that left-hand lane. And Madzan already building a lead here. Of course, a huge crash for Abdel last season. And he's had to deal with that coming back to this hill where he had that crash. And he's dealt with it well. Building with each run, getting more and more confident. Riding just above Ian Martland from Great Britain here. But Madzan into turn 4, braking hard. Spate still in second place with Colby Parks right in his draft. But Madzan starting to really pull away. The top qualifier from yesterday. Now we're setting up through turn 5. It is a high-speed section of the course. And turn 6 awaits, where the speed drops down to round about 45 kilometres an hour. Madzan lifting that board as he does. And Colby Parks has got past Andy Spate and into a qualifying position. Parks finished 4th last week in Acompanhe. So if he wants to take that world title, look how close Spate is. He's got the speed here. But can he find a way past Colby Parks? Madzan is off and away. No mistakes from him, and he is in the final. But this battle for second place and a spot in the final is what we're interested in at the moment. The speed builds through this section. Again, this is such a tough course here, over 3 kilometres in length. It tests every skill that these riders have. Now the road works its way back around. Andy Spate on the outside. He's getting a little close to the bales. Might just eclipse them. Spate's in trouble. Colby Parks still upright, but big problems for Andy Spate. You can just make out Abdel Madzan right on the apex there. Beautiful turn from Madzan. And he is off and away and into the final in... It'll be confirmed in a moment or two. You can just make out the finish line. That drone getting a little close to the flag. But we follow Madzan round the final turn. Over 100 kilometres an hour. And Madzan into the final, putting the demons of last season behind him. Colby Parks should be joining him. I hope Andy Spate is okay there. That looked like it was getting a little nasty. Just lost sight of what was happening there. But Spate clipping the bales. Let's have a look again at this section. He's on the outside. He's drifting wide, losing the grip. Clips the bales there. Now, did he stay upright? That is the question. But that is what you've got to do in this game. You've got to push to the limit. Ian Martland coming through in third place. Goes into the Consi final along with Andy Spate. And the riders in semi-final 2 are lined up in the start gate as well. Ulrich Becker surprised a few people. We know how quick Ulrich is, but was the fastest in Q1, and then Abdel Madzan really woke up, didn't he? Started to challenge in Q2 and Q3 to assert his dominance in this one there. Josh Fieldwick from Great Britain in yellow qualified in 7th place. Based out of East Sussex, 2nd last season in Wales. Mark Wilson, also from the UK, see that 91.17 miles per hour on the helmets of the British riders in memory of Pete Connolly, who passed away a few weeks ago. Phil Spencer making his first WDSC start of the season in an all-new yellow and black suit. Easy to spot, and there Ulrich Becker. 3rd last week in Acompanhe. Ulrich Becker third here last year. He's found some exceptional speed on this course. He's the fastest qualifier in this semi-final, just waiting on a green course at the moment. These lugers can just continue to focus, stay in the zone. Trying to listen into the radio, see if we can hear what's happening, but for these lugers, they know this hill well. Madzan and Parks await in the final. Will it be Becker, Spencer, Wilson, or Fieldwick? A lot of work done in the off-season by Phil Spencer there in the green. He's been taking it seriously, as all these men have, but we're ready to go with semi-final number 2. So Becker in red, Spencer green, Wilson blue, Fieldwick in yellow. Becker doesn't have the strongest push, but once he gets up to speed, his ability to find that racing line is exceptional. Phil Spencer and Josh Fieldwick with a strong start. And they've got to try and shut the door on Becker, because if there's a gap, he will find it, and that is what he's done there. Pushes Spencer down to third place. Fieldwick up into second. Spencer sitting up and just trying to find the line. But you can lose a bit of speed. Turn 4 awaits. Relatively slow speed at turn. And now Becker starting to pull away. Spencer on the inside line could get some good exit speed here. Might just be able to get into the slipstream of Fieldwick. Becker off and away. This is where the German excels. Now turn 6 awaits. It's Becker still in the lead here. Fieldwick, who didn't have the best of qualifying, in second place, been put under pressure by Spencer. Spencer just having a look over his shoulder through turn 6 safely. And now the speed really starts to build. Turn 7, high speed turn, and then turn 8, the crack turn, the bump turn at over 100 kilometers an hour. It can really unsettle the board. Becker flawless so far, as you would expect from the German, and Spencer keeping the pressure up on Fieldwick. Spencer's looking for that gap on the inside. He's on the yellow paint, and that is textbook from Phil Spencer up into second place. He's waited, biding his time, saw the space, was able to run that real almost qualification line. Focus on braking a little bit earlier, getting that exit speed out of the turn. But Fieldwick is going nowhere. He's now putting the pressure on Spencer, and can Fieldwick respond? There's a gap there. He's going on the inside. Spencer just outbrakes him and is able to shut the door, close that gap. Now it really is a sprint for the line. One more big turn to negotiate, and it awaits, and Spencer's just getting a little bit of space between himself and Josh Fieldwick. Great battle between those two, and Becker takes it in second place. Phil Spencer from Great Britain. Now let's see it again here. Spencer's got a lot of speed coming in, and Josh Fieldwick's just left enough space. Great commitment from Spencer, using every inch of the road there, and he carried the speed out of the turn. That was absolutely key for Spencer. Job well done. Great racing from the two of them. Chance to look at the scenery and the terrain in this part of the world. It is absolutely stunning. Beautiful ski resort in the winter. Gets a lot of snow. Can get very, very cold in this part of the world. It's not cold today, in the mid-20s. Not quite as hot as yesterday. There's a little bit of cloud cover around. We did have more wind to deal with yesterday, and that was impacting on qualifying. Occasional tailwind, sometimes headwind as well. So a lot to deal with for the riders. But they're used to it. We've been coming here for 3 seasons now. A few newbies this year, and they've had to deal with this ferocious Erzincan track for the first time. But plenty runs on the course for all of these riders. 3 kilometers in length, top speed 120 kilometers an hour plus, 12 turns, 3 hairpins, average gradient of 12.5%. Steepest gradient gets up to 19%. Brutal, exhausting, but you do get the 8-minute gondola ride back to the top, and that is, well, a nice place to be. You can watch the track, enjoy the action. There's the scene at the start. I'm not sure if we're going on with what would be inline finals or whether we're going to do the stand-up semi-finals next. I think the riders are just about back at the top. We've got our semi-final lineups for the stand-up for you. I'll run through those lineups just so you know. Adrian Pennell, the top qualifier, going up against Stefano Barbizzi, Dexter Manning and Harry Clark in semi-final 1. And then semi-final 2, Owen Fox, Morgan Owens, Antoine Carlotti and Andreas Bouclier. That is 2 tasty semi-finals for you. Course is not quite as quick as it has been in previous seasons. Certainly this morning in practice, some of the riders running just a little bit slower than they had been. But now we're in race conditions. It is all about tactics. Be in the top 2 in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then in the final, do what you need to do to get the win or get on the podium. Very happy to be back in Erzincan for the 3rd time on WDSC. About an hour 30 on the plane from Istanbul. And this city of Erzincan, population of about 150,000 people. They've hosted us wonderfully, as they always do. It's been a real pleasure to be back. Whilst we are waiting on the riders to get ready for the next heat, we'll take a quick commercial break.
It's the little things that get me high. Won't you come with me and spend the night? I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to back up. I'ma let my hair down now. Wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to back up.
All right, getting ready for the 2 open stand-up semi-finals, and what a lineup we've got across the 2 semi-finals here. Semi-final number 1 at the top qualifier, the winner last week in Acompanhe, Adrian Pennell. He's riding on a Madrid skateboard, Rogue Trucks, Seismic Delta, his wheels. Stefano Barbizzi having a good day in the semi-finals. World champion in 2023, getting ready to take his challenge to Pennell and Dexter Manning and Harry Clark. Dexter Manning riding Land Yachts board, Rogue Trucks Venom wheels. He will be in the blue leg sleeve. And Harry Clark, 8th in qualifying. Last year's world champion, WDSC champion. Madrid skateboard, Rogue Trucks and Venom wheels for Harry Clark. But he won't have a lane choice. I don't think it'll bother Harry too much. He'll just get whatever is left here. Pennell probably going to favour the far left lane. Just sets you up well for that first turn. But it's so much on the kick here, and it's a little slippy as well. A few of the riders have been struggling with that kick out of the start. The road is not quite as grippy as it has been in previous years, providing a real test to these athletes. But this is one of the toughest roads in the world. Clark, 4th last week. A win here would really reignite his title defense. Of course, the CT skate riders can drop one event over the 5. And Harry will probably be hoping it's Acompanhe that he can drop that 4th place finish. Great respect, great camaraderie between all of the riders. fantastic community, the skate community. I've loved being part of it, getting to know everyone out there. But it's business time now. Now, Clark wasn't here last year. Hasn't won on this hill. Couple of second places in 2023. But wasn't able to make the trip to Erzincan in 2024. Bouclier, Paynel, Westphal, the 1, 2, 3. I'll run through the colours again just so you can keep an eye on things. You've got Paynel in red, Barbizzi in green, Manning in blue, and Harry Clark in yellow. I think we are under starters' orders, or just about. The riders are ready. I think we do have a green course, and we are ready to follow these athletes from top to bottom. Place in the final up for grabs here. Two exceptional lineups. Whoever gets through these semi-finals has done very, very well indeed. The 100 points await the winner of the final. Can Paynel get through this one and go 2 from 2? What a start to the season that would be for the Frenchman based out of San Diego. But there's a few men in semi-final 2 that would like to challenge as well. Fox, Owens, Carlotti and Bouclier. So here we go. Semi-final number 1. Paynel, Barbizzi, Manning and Clark. The getaway the first time of asking, everyone getting away pretty well. There's not much between them, but look at the kick from Clark. So much power. And from that yellow lane, 4th lane choice into top spot. Barbizzi running close and just avoiding little bit of contact there with Manning. Paynel in second into turn 2. These riders just got to bide their time. Focus on getting through turn 4, and then at turn 6, we're approaching turn 4. A little bit of air braking going on. It's very slippy into turn 4. That's why the crash mats are there. Barbizzi's running a little wide. I think he might just have stayed on his feet, but we shall see. And now Paynel up in front, and Clark dropping back to 3rd place. Manning on the podium for the very first time at this level last week in Acompanhe, and we're actually in a little bit of shade, and that might change the dynamics out on the road, certainly at the top of the hill. But Paynel dominating here, and now turn 6 awaits. Barbizzi is still standing and still very much into this race. Beautiful pendy into the turn, and let's see everyone getting through cleanly. Oh no, just as I say that, Manning's down, Clark's down, Barbizzi's down. Paynel's got this one in the back. He's still standing. It's a race to find the boards. Clark's found his, and now you've got to kick again, build the speed up, and that is what Dexter Manning, no, that's Barbizzi, I do apologise, it's got up to speed. Well, what drama coming out of turn 6. I thought they got it all cleanly, but it's so easy to go down in this game. Well, Clark now in another battle. Paynel is away. He's got it easy through to the finish. And Harry Clark is making a pass. He's trying to go around the outside. Textbook stuff from Clark. That was brave. But you've got to be brave on this course if you want to get through. Clark using every inch of the road here. Apologies, just losing the picture there. But Clark hanging on. He's in a qualifying position at the moment. Stefano Barbizzi now has good exit speed coming into this turn, and he's right up there with Harry Clark, just avoiding some contact. Clark runs wide. Clark just avoiding the bales there. Now it is a drag race between these two, and Clark trying to defend his position, but Barbizzi is not a man that you want to mess with too much on the course, because he will fight for every inch, and he's got the inside line here. Oh, this is amazing racing between these two. It's going to go right down to the line. Harry Clark! What a race there. That was something else between those two. Wow. Well, Paynel's through. Clark in second place, but we might be watching that one again. Now, here is the incident. It is so slippy in there. Paynel gets through. You got Manning in second. here. What goes wrong? Manning clips the bails. That takes out Clark. Barbizzi's got nowhere to go, trying to avoid the carnage. And then the sprint was on. But with all that drama, we were treated to a great head-to-head race there between Barbizzi and Harry Clark. Manning coming through in fourth, goes into the Consi final with Stefano Barbizzi. So we move on to semi-final number 2. Bouclier. He's a winner here on this hill, the young Frenchman. Went into Roan Mountain last season with a chance of taking the title. Didn't play out for him. Carlotti qualified in 3rd place. He's in blue. Morgan Owens in the semi-final. He's in green, qualified in 7th place. Owen Fox on Prism Skateboard. Rogue Trucks, Venom Skate, Magnums. Carlotti. Rocket Longboard, Valkyrie Trucks, 88 Wheel Coat. Morgan Owens, Prototype Board, Ronin Trucks, Venom Wheels, and Bouclier there in the yellow bib. Can he repeat last season's victory? Still a teenager. So here we go, semi-final 2. Owen Fox, Morgan Owens, Antoine Carlotti, and Andreas Bouclier. Top 2 will face Paynell and Clark in the big final. Not this time. Rerun the fun. Should get a start gate like in ski cross, snowboard cross. Keep everyone behind the line. Maybe that's a few seasons down the line. Other things to focus on first. Well, we're treated to that view just behind us here in the start. Now we're going to line them up at the second time of asking. Fox in red, Owens in green, Carlotti blue, Bouclier in yellow. And we do get away at the second time of asking. Carlotti's been quick on this course, but it's Fox and Bouclier with the best of the starts. Morgan Owens dropping into 4th place here. Well, all sorts happening on this course. It's not really a sandbagging hill, that's for sure, but you can kind of watch things play out in front of you. But as we saw in the semi-final, if people go down, it can be rather difficult to avoid them. So Owen Fox in 2nd place at the moment through turn 4. Oh, and Morgan Owens is down, and Carlotti's down as well. Something might have come off the board there. Was that GoPro down? I think it was. We'll scoop that up later. Get some good footage there. And Owen Fox, well, he's on for his 2nd final in a row. Just got to avoid any carnage, any chaos, but they might not know. So getting ready for the inline Consi final. Tiziano Ferrari, who had that fall in the semi-final, will want to at least take this one. Armando Hernandez in there for Mexico. Now, he should be in blue, but I think he's wearing yellow. I think there is just the 3 men in this one, so we'll gloss over that. Nicolas Varane from France there in the green. Third at the World Championships in 2012 for Varane. 8th at the World Championships last season. Experienced athlete, experienced rider. And this Consi final getting lined up, and there is Hernandez. Still wearing the yellow leg sleeves. It's meant to be in blue because there's just the 3 in it, but never mind. So Tiziano Ferrari, the top qualifier, but a fall in the semi-finals, costing him. But we did send the ambulance down to check on him, but appears to be well enough to race. So here we go, the race for 5th place. Got to get behind the line. And Tiziano just adjusting his gloves there, or something. Hurt his wrist, perhaps. Is he just feeling it, maybe? That looks like, doesn't look like a technical issue. Looks like he's in a bit of pain, doesn't it? Is he going to be able to race here? So we're going to take a time, just give him a second, because it looks like he's in a little bit of discomfort, which is not surprising given the fall that he had. So medical team have actually just gone in to check on him. Bit of water as well, because it is a hot day. UV extremely strong up here as well. Wear your sun cream, folks. So, Will Stevenson following the rules. A 30-second warning. They're going to get this underway. So if Tiziano is not able to race, then they will get this started, and it will just be a 2-up race between Nicolas Varane and Armando Hernandez. Countdown is on from Will Stevenson. I do hope Tiziano Ferrari is okay, but it was like he got lined up and then suddenly felt something. Let's see. He's going to get onto the line here. Thumbs up from Tiziano Ferrari. That is what we want. He appears to be ready to race. Suit's seen some damage. Well, let's see. Does Tiziano give it full beans here? Just going to get behind the line. The beeps are on. And the inline consi final underway. Good start from Tiziano Ferrari and from Varane on the left-hand side of the road. Can Varane get ahead of Hernandez from Mexico? No, the Mexican gets into 2nd place, but he's left a lot of space for the tall Frenchman, who drops into 3rd place. Now Tiziano Ferrari coming through turn 2 here. He build that pressure through the skate, through the turn, stand up, little bit of air braking as well, and the slide into turn 4. You see how much Varane's sliding, just scrubbing the speed off. I think in this race, the guys are just maybe not quite going 100% here, end of the day, and just 5th place up for grabs. You see that technique from Hernandez. Again, the space between the riders, they can focus on running a quality line. Hernandez working that right hand through the turn, trying to generate that momentum through the turn, keep that weight transferring down the hill. It's turn 6 that awaits now. Can everyone stay up? And a big break there from Ferrari, but he gets the spot back. Brave move from Hernandez, but still in 2nd place. Now Varane's got some speed, and with his size, you would think maybe through this section he might be able to just get in the slipstream of Hernandez. But Hernandez holding on well to 2nd place. But there is a bit of a battle for what would be 6th place in this race here. Ferrari still in the lead, and now Varane right up close and personal with Hernandez. Ferrari starting to pull away, and good exit speed from the turn from Hernandez. But Varane going nowhere. Braking. And now try and release. Oh, no, that was big. Oh, Hernandez taking a heavy slam there. Varane goes down as well. Ferrari's off. He is going to take 5th place in the Consi final, but a real nasty one there for Armando Hernandez. Let's hope he's okay, but that was pretty high speed into those bales. The road is pretty tricky, and it is hard to control whatever you're on, whether it's a street luge, whether it's inline or skateboard. So ambulance is going to be heading down the hill immediately. They are waiting in the ambulance as they are through every heat, and you might hear a bit of a shout in the background because crowd just watching on the big screen there what happened. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in a few moments.
Is the do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to bad love. I'ma let my hair down now. Wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to bad.
The season of renewal is upon us. The birds wake as the wheel takes motion. Doors open and stories come to life. Even Marcus straightens his badge and perfects his key spin. Excitement is brewing.
Come on, Mike. Come on, mate. You all right? Yeah, not bad here.
The islands are waiting. And well, Alex, she can't contain it. 227 square miles of pure history, culture, and natural beauty. 10,000 years of stories, one whole nation biosphere. And that's the end of the numbers. So bring your friends, family, and go explore. Create memories. Write your story. Explore ours. The island you love is open. And now it's time to discover. Welcome to our extraordinary isle.
Welcome back, folks. Just getting ready for the Consi final. There's a protest underway at the moment, and our sources had let us know of that, between Barbizzi and Clark from the semi-final. We're going to take a look back on the drone. We'll let you make your own mind up here. Barbizzi bumps Clark just on the entrance into that turn. Harry runs wide here and almost hits the bail, and Harry moves right across the line, blocks Barbizzi. This is what Barbizzi's unhappy about. And there, the contact there between them, or almost contact. Yeah, they do. There was just a little bit of contact there, and you can see them muscling through the turn here. But Clark gets the speed on the exit. Don't have an update on the protest yet, or do I? Nope, it's just somebody else messaging me. The picture of a child, my nephew, just to clarify that. And we'll get you that update on the protest in a moment or two. And one thing I can do is check the brackets. There's no change at the moment, but in the protest still underway, reviewing footage. I believe they're reviewing some of the GoPro footage as well. So that is why we're on a delay. We also had to get ambulances back to the top of the hill as well, and both riders were okay after that big crash in the inline Consi final. So pleased to say that they did make their way down to the bottom of the hill under their own steam. So the luge Consi final will be the next race, and we're just about to get underway with the Consi final. We've got Josh Fieldwick in red, Ian Martland in green, Andy Spate in blue, and Mark Wilson will be in yellow. And Josh is there. He's just lying down. He's popped up now, just getting a little rest. There's Will. So we're moments away. Time to zip these suits up. Get the helmets on, check the GoPros are on. Get you the footage for the highlights show and maybe for social media as well. So if you're not already, follow us on Instagram and on TikTok as well. So Andy Spate, 5th here last year. Took 2nd place in race 2 in 2023. Knows this hill well. 5th place up for grabs in this one. Andy Spate, after last weekend, finished down in 12th place. So who is going to take the Consi final in the luge? Fieldwick in red, Martland in green, Spate in blue, Mark Wilson there having a chat. Likes a chat, does Mark. In the yellow. Big British contingent here. And again, you see on the helmets the 91.17 miles per hour, that speed record set by Pete Connolly, who sadly passed away a few weeks ago now. Our thoughts with Pete's friends and family, and the British riders in the luge are showing their respect to Pete Connolly this weekend as well. They got T-shirts as well. Here we go, Consi final lined up on the starters' orders. All 4 British riders representing here. Great start from Josh Fieldwick. Spate getting away well, but Fieldwick has that inside line, and Spate, I think, is going to slot into second place. Bit of a battle through turn 1 between Martland and Wilson. And Martland, as he's known, holds on to third place, sitting up for turn 2. A little bit of braking needed through turn 2 for some of the riders, particularly this year. In previous years, it has been possible to blast through that one, but turn 4 is the tricky one. It is super slippy in there. Spate takes the risk, and that works well for Andy Spate. He's now in the lead of the Consi final, but Fieldwick right on the tail of his street luge. The wind is really howling around, actually, at the top. You might hear it on the mic, but out on course, it is impacting on the riders as well. So turn 6 awaits. It's Spate and Fieldwick 1 and 2 in the Consi final, but Martland still in third place, sitting up early. Wilson maybe thinking about a pass on the inside. Just got to get through, and Spate and Fieldwick have done that well. Everyone, we think through turn 6 safely. So apologies for the picture there, folks. Certainly losing it here, but it is still Spate and Fieldwick in first and second. Again, apologies, just having some issues with the signal from the drone here. Not easy to spot, particularly on the bottom half of the course. But Andy Spate putting down a really solid run here. Got quicker in each of his runs in qualifying yesterday. Pretty happy. Difficult day for Andy Spate today, but he is focusing on the task at hand. Much respect to Andy. Through turn 10, another of the key turns on this course. And Spate is going to cruise through and take the Consi final. So apologies, just losing that signal on the drone at the bottom of the course. We'll do our best to just try and talk you through it, folks. Thanks for staying with us. Next up will be the Consi final in the open stand-up, and Dexter Manning, who actually didn't clip the bales, hit a bit of loose hay right at the edge of the course, and that was the problem for Manning in his semi-final. So no change as we understand it. Barbizzi still in the Consi final, and Harry Clark still in the final, coming up a little bit later. So Carlotti, Morgan Owens, Dexter Manning, and there is Stefano Barbizzi just getting the gloves on. He'll be in the green. So time for the GoPros to get ready. All of that footage available later on social media and in the highlights show. We'll get the highlights show out as quick as possible. Working on the Axamalism one as we speak. I can even see it being worked on in the production tent at the moment. But a very quick turnaround, going back to back from Austria through to Turkey. Much respect to the crew who drove all the way with all the equipment. Not an easy task. A long, long drive. And it's only 2 weeks until we're back in action again in the Isle of Man. So Carlotti just showing some respect, some love to the rest of the competitors in this Consi final. Carlotti in red, Barbizzi in green, Manning in blue, Morgan Owens out of the USA in yellow. Away, first time of asking. Nice start from Barbizzi, and he's really powered out of the gate. Great kick from the Italian world champion in 2023. through the first turn on the course, and turn 2 just a little bit slippy. In some years you've been able to just kind of get through that, but not this year. And now turn 4, Barbizzi in the lead. Morgan Owens at the back of the pack, and Carlotti and Manning fighting for second and third. And now Carlotti trying to make the pass on Manning. He's done it, but Manning's going to just get right in his slipstream here and think about his approach for turn number 6, where all the problems have been happening. A lot of the problems have been happening. Manning's got the speed. He's going to try and get the pass done before entering turn 6. Great work from Dexter Manning. Barbizzi settles in. Owens is in trouble. Avoids any major drama. And Dexter Manning just staying upright there. Pretty similar to the semi-final, but the outcome a little better. But now he's in a battle with Carlotti. Barbizzi pulling away whilst the battle is on for second and third. Apologies again for the picture breakup there from the drone. We have been having trouble with that all weekend, doing our best to fix it. The crew have been working absolutely flat out to try and find a solution, and we thought we'll just go live anyway. Let's take a look back at the entrance to turn 6 here. And Morgan Owens goes down. Barbizzi gets it absolutely spot on. Beautiful pendy from 3 riders. Owens, his first visit here to Erzincan. Struggling but doing well to get through to the semi-finals and Consi final. But turn 6 is a brute. It's a difficult one. Takes a few years to really dial in. Through turn 10, I think everyone is there. And Carlotti and Manning still side by side. Reeling in at Barbizzi. But Barbizzi should have this one. And now more battling for that second spot in the Consi final. It's going to go right down to the line. I think Carlotti maybe had it. We'll just have to wait for the result to come in there. But Barbizzi, the winner of the Consi final, he will take 5th place today and 59 points in the championship standings after a 9th place in Acompanhe. So inline final coming up next, and I'm just going to confirm the positions in a moment or two as soon as I get them from the Consi final. We know Barbizzi took it. I just want to bring you the right info for Carlotti and Manning, struggling a little with the screen and the picture breakup. As soon as it comes through, we will let you know. If not, well, you'll get it on social media later, I'm sure. So inline final. Andrew Gresser Rojina from Spain in red. Jonas Pirvolu from Greece in green. Renato Paniti in blue. Protested, got into the final. The world champion. There he is. And Carlos Quiroga from Colombia in yellow. First ever inline final. The World Downhill Skateboarding Championship. So I think the course is clear. And again, just a little check on the GoPro from Greses Rojina from Spain. Based out of Valencia, world champion in 2022. Quiroga, the Colombian, a lot of success in South America over the years. Champion of South America. Colombian in yellow. Oh, and everyone getting called back there. Pirvolu furthest down the hill, so a couple of moments and get back up. Reminds me of my days on skates, skating uphill. Well, just a little tricky. So back to the start. We'll just give Greek rider just a moment or two to compose himself. He's had to climb the furthest back up the hill, and we'll get them lined up again and underway. 3 finals to come for you. The inline final now, then the street luge final, then the open stand-up final. So let's see, do we get away the second time of asking? Yes, we do. And Pirvolu from Greece getting away well. Second place right now, Carlos Quiroga. And watch Renato Panuti. He does more runs than almost anyone on the top half of the course, filming the heats for us in previous years, and a lot of content this year as well. He's running in 3rd place at the moment, cutting a really tight line. Now Panuti up into 2nd place, and this is where Panuti went down, involved in that incident in the semi-final. You can see the speed he's got, and the Italian now through into top spot and skating strong out of the turn. Gracias Rohina down in 3rd and in 4th place at the moment. But Panuti in the lead. Quiroga up into 2nd place. Watching Renato through turn 5 and turn 6 now, awaiting these athletes. And the man with the blue leg sleeves breaking early. He's got a little bit of time. Gets on that right foot into the slide and then throws it left onto the left foot. See if everyone can get through it cleanly. Got to run it out wide and watch that loose hay, but all 4 riders safely through turn 6 into turn 7, back into the tuck position. Get drone 2 just overheating a little bit. Perhaps the converters, it's been in the sun all day. So we have had a lot of footage from it that will go into the highlights show, certainly from the quarterfinals of the open stand-up. This race starting to spread out a little bit. You're seeing some of the best from Renato now at the front of the race. And into the next turn here, we've seen some issues here through turn 9. It is one of the trickiest turns on the course. Not quite a double apex. We got a rider down. It's Renato that's down. So 3 men left standing. And, well, we said it was a tricky turn. It's proved to be the case. Turn 10. See just how challenging it is. And Quiroga from Colombia in yellow, sprinting, knows the victory. Could be on here, just got to stay upright through the final section of this course, and it will be his. The finish line in sight now for Quiroga, and he is going to come across the line and take the victory here in Erzincan. Well, we'll grab at Renato in a few moments. I don't think he's going to be happy. Had that one in the bag, but we'll find out a little bit later what went on in that one. Again, apologies for the picture there, folks, as the lugers are lined up, ready to go. Just want to double check if we've got any results from the Consi final. Yes, well, we knew Barbizzi had taken it. It was Dexter Manning in 2nd, Carlotti in 3rd, and we did see Morgan Owens fall, but he finished the course and 4th place for him. So let's get a look again at this section here coming into turn 4. This is where Quiroga was quick, exited well. Panuti's in the lead here. But watch the speed out of the turn from the man in yellow. Makes the pass up into 2nd place. But more drama further down the course in the... Well, let's take a little look at Renato's crash. We'll do our best to see it. He's in the lead at the moment, coming into turn 9, and just, I think, overcooks it into the bales. That's where Renato goes down and finishes in 4th place. So Quiroga taking it. Gracias Rahina from Spain in 2nd. Pirvolu from Greece finishing in 3rd place. There's Phil Spencer in a final for the 2nd time on the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship. Did get on the podium in Wales in 2024 at a 3rd place finish there. Colby Parks taking the win. Ulrich Becker to the left of Spencer. New suit this season for Phil. He's been working hard doing the media rounds. Local media getting a lot of attention, particularly ahead of Isle of Man race in less than 2 weeks' time. Knows another podium is on the cards here. But Colby Parks, Ulrich Becker and Abdel Madzan, 3 ultra tough competitors in this one. Abdel Madzan, 7-time world champion. Ulrich Becker on the podium here last year, finished in 3rd place. There he is, the German. The man behind Becker grip soles that so many of the riders are using. Finished 2nd in the standings. 2023. Been racing since 2017 as Ulrich Becker. Abdel Madzan from Malaysia. One of the most experienced men on the circuit. Took a bronze medal at the World Championships last year. 2-time WDSC champion. Picked up that injury here last year. Having to put that to the back of his mind. Focus on the task at hand. Colby Parks in the final. It was a tricky qualifying for Colby yesterday. Made a mistake at a key point in qualifying. Had to go into that race earlier on today to make it through to the semi-finals. He did that with ease, but he's in the yellow. And the Canadian out of Ontario, 2-time World Cup champion, 3-time North American Street Luge champion, 11-time Canadian Street Luge champion. Educational assistant by trade. Took the title last season. Won here in Erzincan, won in Wales. Took 3rd place at Roan Mountain. So, Street Luge final underway. Madzan in red, Becker in green, Spencer in blue, powering out of the start. Parks in yellow on the right-hand side of the road. Don't leave any space for Ulrich Becker because he will find it, and that is what Becker is doing on the left-hand side of the road. Becker's going to come through into 2nd place. Spencer trying to hold off Colby Parks, but Parks will take some risk if he can further down the hill. But Madzan is away and he's got Becker for company. Becker was the quickest in Q1 yesterday, but then Madzan stepped it up through turn 4. Phil Spencer cranking it over. A little bit of a wobble for Spencer, but he's still going. Madzan and Becker are away as the battle for the final spot on the podium, the one that we want to focus on. Spencer shuts the door on Colby Parks, but leaves some room into turn 5. And Parks takes that spot. He's now up into a podium position. Madzan coming into turn 6 from 100 clicks down to about 45. There he is, lifting that board into turn 6. Different technique from Becker, but it works for the German. Into turn 7 with the speed starts to build, and then turn 8, the crack turn, the bump turn at over 100 kilometers an hour. Madzan still in a commanding position in this luge final. Spencer and Parks were battling it out for 3rd and 4th. Still Madzan clear of Becker. Madzan uses every inch of the road, can really crank it over. Gets him back into that aerodynamic position as quick as possible. Let's see the pass here. Now watch Spencer, shuts the door on Parks, but then leaves a gap, and Parks says thank you very much. Takes that spot into 3rd place. Then it was into turn 6, where everyone threw cleanly. So Madzan still in top spot, Becker chasing him down. And Abdel Madzan, who took the win last week, is looking to go 2 from 2 here on the WDSC to start the season off and get that title back from Colby Parks. Madzan wants it, and Madzan gets it. Becker in 2nd place. What a race from Abdel Madzan. Back on the top step of the podium in Erzincan after last season's problems. We'll confirm who got third and fourth for you in a moment or two once it flashes up. Apologies, not able to pick them up, which means we've got one race to go, folks. The open stand-up final. There's been protests to get here. Harry Clark is there. He's in yellow. Bouclier, who won on this hill in 2024, is in blue. Owen Fox got his first WDSC podium in Roan Mountain. Backed it up last week with a third-place finish in Acompanhe. Can he get his third podium in a row? We're going to take a very quick commercial, and not to forget last week's winner, Paynell in red. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the final in a few moments.
It's the little things that get me high. Won't you come with me and spend the night?
Yeah, I can't. So, Paynell and Fox, the game of rock, paper, scissors. Oh, victory for Fox. Will that play out in the final? Paynell has been lightning quick all week long here. Ambulance is just making its way down, so there will be a little bit more of a delay here. So with the ambulance on its way down, we will take a little break, around about 5 minutes or so, and we'll be back with the open stand-up as soon as we can get it underway.
It's the little things that get me high. Won't you come with me and spend the night?
I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to bella. I'ma let my hair down now. Wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma do it anyway. Turn the beat up, want to bella.
So getting lined up and ready to start in a few minutes' time, the open stand-up final. It's a bit of a war of attrition out here in Erzincan, the amount of riding that these athletes have done over the past few days, and it all comes down to this. Harry Clark, last season's WDSC champion, in yellow, 8th in qualifying yesterday, but he's into the final. Got to watch the side of the road before the final with Harry on Madrid Skateboards, Rogue Trucks, Venom Wheels. Bouclier, winner here last year. Took his time in qualifying, but getting up to speed now and in the final again. A young talent, Owen Fox, there. Now based out of San Diego. Making the move, and I think it's paying off. So far this season, he's in the final again, is Owen Fox. Prism Skate Co. board Fox Pro model. Rogue Trucks and Venom Magnums, his wheels. And Paynell, winner last week. Madrid Skateboards, Rogue Trucks, Seismic Deltas, the wheels for Paynell. Gotta say a big thanks to Adrian as well, spending some time with me before the season, trying to just get me up to speed and providing a lot of information. So thank you, Adrian, for that. And to everyone around who's been feeding info over the weekend, really appreciate that. We want to try and bring you right into the heart of the racing here. These men getting lined up. Well, an ambulance did go down. I did wonder if it was for Renato because he had a nasty fall, but ever the professional, he's back up. He's got the GoPro and he's going to chase these guys down the hill. So that's the quality of our crew here. They have been, all of them, every single one of them, been working absolutely flat out. It's not been easy over the past few days, so a huge thank you to all of the crew, to Will and Chris from WGSF, to the boss man Cillian, who has been working frantically after driving all of the way here from Acompanhe last week alongside Will, fighting through customs to get everything and get this race underway. Thank you to Erzincan Mountain as well. If you're looking for somewhere to go skiing or snowboarding, why not come here? Because they get some seriously good powder snow. I've had the chance to ski in Turkey myself, and it honestly was the lightest snow I've ever had in my life. It was also about minus 28, so that was another reason for it. So we're just getting everything into position for this final. Making sure it's ready. Haz has got a chair, that's smart, but been in the yellow bib. I think Owen's going, that's a good idea. See if he brings back another 2 chairs. Nope. Has the scene out of the start, and so I think we are getting a little closer to getting this stand-up final underway. Last race of the day. Paynel in red, Fox in green, Bouclier in blue, Clark in yellow. Now, we know Clark has got one of the best kicks in the business. We've seen it in the semi-final. Let's watch him here. Fox has been working on his kick. So here we go. Open stand-up final, round number 2. World Downhill Skateboarding Championship, Erzincan, Turkey. And not this time. Rerun the fun. Re-rack 'em. We'll try again. So just take a couple of seconds. Refocus. Make sure the mind is sharp. 100 points up for grabs here. For Paynel, it will put him in a commanding position if, and it's a big if, such as the quality of this field, he can get the victory. He's been the fastest man on the road, but this is a different task. So we get away at the second time of asking. Good start from Clark. Already ahead of Bouclier, and that Paynel gets into top spot. Renato's following them down. No sign of injury. Owen Fox sitting in third place. It's Paynel, Clark, Fox, Bouclier. Long, long way to go in this race. Turn 2. Everyone handling it well through this sweeping section. And now turn 4. It is so slippy in turn 4. It's been getting slippier throughout the day. But the best in the world handling it well. Paynel in qualifying form ahead of Clark. But Fox not far away. And Bouclier is lurking as well. Now in the draft of Fox. Turn 6 is going to be absolutely key. Fox on the inside line and Bouclier down and out. 3 men left standing, but Fox has got some speed and he's going to make the pass on Harry Clark here. Coming into turn 6. Paynel leads. Fox in second. Clark in third place. We've lost Bouclier. Oh, and Clark is down and on turn 6. So 2 men left standing. They were both on the podium last week. Can Fox do anything about Paynel? Now Paynel in qualifying mode. He'll know. He'll have had a look over the shoulder just to see how much room he's got. But Fox has to just keep focused, keep fighting. You never know what is going to happen on this racetrack. Clark, we think, got back up and running in third place. But we'll confirm it all at the end. Let's get a look at the entrance to turn 5. This is where Bouclier just loses the grip there to my eye. And now Fox was on that inside line, carried the speed through, made a great pass on Harry Clark, and Clark losing it in turn 6. So Paynel in top spot, Fox in second. He hasn't closed it up much, maybe just a fraction. Getting through turn 10 safely. That is the name of the game. And Adrien Paynel from France is now on course to go 2 from 2 on the World Downhill Skateboarding Championships. Fox, third last week, is going to upgrade from third to second. That should move him into second place in the standings. But it's Adrien Paynel who takes round 2 in Erzincan, Turkey. Fox in second. We'll keep an eye on third place for you. Let's get a look back at turn 6. Fox is up to second at this point. Clark sliding in, just losing it there, and that was his challenge over. He did come through and get third place in that one. Bouclier finishing in fourth, the first man to go down. Well, drama in the open stand-up final, but so far in 2025, it's Adrien Penal's season. And with less than 2 weeks to go until the Isle of Man, can he keep the run going? He leads the World Championship. Fox is up to second place. 3 WDSC podiums in a row, going back to Roan Mountain last season for Owen Fox. Finding that consistency, that is absolutely key in this game. Well, all of the racing wrapped up for us here for you here. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you have been watching around the world. We absolutely love having your company. Keep an eye on social media. We'll get as many clips as we can, the things that you haven't seen on the live stream for you. And you can go inside the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship as well and learn a little bit more about what's going on. Big thank you to our hosts here, Erzincan and Erzincan, Turkey. Always a pleasure to be at on this road. One of the toughest, maybe some say the toughest racetrack in the world. Big thank you to all of the crew, and a massive thanks to all of the riders for their support, their efforts, their patience over the past few days here. They are a fantastic group to work with. It's a real privilege. My name's Ian Finley. Thank you so much, folks. We'll see you in the Isle of Man. Bye for now.
The race was on.
Final underway of the open stand-up. It's a strong start. He's into the veil. No, in this contact.
Also, and Clark go tumbling out. Huge crash.
Closed in. He's closed in.
Oh no! An explosion.
Has got the finish line. He comes through. Clark is the world champion. I can hear the cheers.
Go!